A little point about should you practice accuracy and precision when you practice alternate picking or any technique, or should you go for speed? Like, like it's two schools of thought that you can practice speed by practicing fast bursts of notes, by pick slanting, by using your whole arm, by doing all kinds of techniques or tricks that you can use in order to get there faster. Or you can sit down and you can go, right? Practice it with making no mistakes, practicing accurately and precisely, and then just repeating what it is that you want until your brain gets it and really becomes as fast as you want it to. And you need intensity in order to do that as well. You cannot achieve much by practicing this for 30 minutes a day. You have to take it to the TV, practice with the metronome, practice for several hours a night for an extended period of time, and then you can do nothing for another extended period of time. But you need that intensity in your practice schedule. But I talk about that in other videos. But so what I'd like to just focus on here is that, first of all, there's a lot of top players out there who has a very inaccurate, very not precise picking style, but they work anyway. But just one player that I've been using a lot of time studying, he really has a cool technique when it comes to electric guitars, but when he goes to the acoustic, you can really hear how inaccurate and inconsistent his picking technique is. So he has to have strings that are very close to the fretboard. He has to use a lot of compression to even out the inaccuracy. So his high notes, they are turned down, and his low notes, the weak notes when he's not hitting them right, is turned up. And that kind of compensates for the lack of accuracy. But that gives you some minuses. That gives you some drawbacks, because then the strings pop against the fretboard because they're so close to it. And the sound really suffers because you have to have this enormous amount of compression on your sound. So you limit yourself. But if that's what you want, then by all means, do the same things. You will study the little videos about how to pick slant, how to do all kinds of stuff in order to make it happen, right? But if you want that accurate, that do or die, works on any freaking guitar, it just in the the Paul Gilbert strategy, then by all means practice with accuracy and precision, and then speed will follow, and in intensity. But just imagine, just a little analogy to really show what I mean here. Just imagine you're walking down the street and there's a basketball court just on your right here. Right? And there's a guy with 1,000 balls surrounding him, and he's just throwing them as fast as he can towards that square up there, but he's not hitting anything. He's just throwing them as fast as he can. So, and you stop and you say, hey man, what are you doing? What's that? I'm practicing speed, he says. And you say, okay, that's fine. What would you call a guy like that? Doing that. I'm practicing speed. He's trying to become good at basketball, and he's practicing. What is that? Right? Is that the actions of an intelligent person? Right? Because without accuracy, it's worth nothing. Right? You have to hit the freaking hoop. That's the value in basketball, is hitting that. And if you stand back and you try to hit it, and you do that 1,000 times each day, right, 2,000 times, then gradually you become better at hitting it. And once you have learned hitting it, you become faster and faster, because you need less and less preparation. Your body learns the system, the whole feeling of it, and then it becomes better and faster, right? In music, if you practice in fast bursts of notes and you're using your hand, what is it actually that you're doing fast? What is that fastness? What is that? Is that just random notes, where you have no synchronization? Or is that pushing and tensing up and doing all kinds of stuff? And is it, not having what you want to have? An accurate technique, a really cool, workable technique on any instrument, or any guitar? Or are you saying goodbye to a lot of things? Another thing that you're waving goodbye to if you're not practicing with accuracy and precision is when you see guys who have another picking technique for when they're playing fast. That's a sure sign that they have no control when they're playing fast. And I'm not mentioning any top names now. Just imagine that in order to get from melodic playing to fast playing, you have to amp up and use a whole totally... Right? That's what you have to do. Then what about the gray zone in between? How can you go from playing slower line right? How can you go from playing slower lines to faster lines and just move back and you say goodbye to that because you don't have accuracy. What you're doing when you're playing fast is just an effect. It just sounds like fast notes, but you don't really have any control over what the is going on there, right? But that's okay if that's what you want. And I really, really mean that's okay. But when it comes to my process, when I started practicing technique, as I became better, I could hear more of what went on. So you can hear the inaccuracies suddenly, and you go, ooh, whenever you hear it. So there's players that I can rarely listen to because, like when they sing out of tune, when singers sing out of tune, if you don't notice it, then it's all right. But if you have your focus on it, it's like, please don't torture me. And it feels like that when I listen to people who, here comes a fast one. It's over. Then I can listen to the song again, right? So if you ask me, anything that I would say to a student is to go as high as you can. Why not? Instead of signing up for the lottery to win $100, why not sign up to win 10 million? Why would you not sign up for that? On your way there, you can always stop if you don't want to go all the way, but why not aim for the stars instead of aiming for something that is less than what you want, right? Or what you could want. So just aim for, and then take the advice of having accurate repetitions of programming your brain with what is, because there's no other way basically if you want to play fast, because what is it that you're playing fast? I'm going to shut up now and leave you with these thoughts, and then I'll see you in another free video. Go to my website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free.